Hello everyone, I'm Tony Wakefield, and this is Grace Center's Thought of the Day. Well, in this day and time, there's all kinds of things going on. My goodness, we could talk about a lot of different things. One of the things I'm seeing in my own heart, my own spirit, is I am seeing two polar opposite views of the world coming into focus. And both sides are vying for what each claims to be the truth. And it seems like every other day there's a YouTube video coming out, or there's a statistic or something. And as a person who's just a citizen, an ordinary guy out here, trying to figure out, well, which is right, and we can research and do that sort of thing. And one of the things that I'm finding in my own spirit is what I'm really fighting for is I'm fighting for peace. And I'm being drawn away from these things and into another dimension, another dynamic, and a life verse that for me has been around for about 30 years. That's really been one of my true norths. And this verse is found in, I'm going to share that with us today, encourage us with this verse in Psalm 34:14. It says this: "Turn from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it." Now, I think that's more than just a good idea. In my own personal life, when I caught that verse in my spirit, it was a permission to seek peace and pursue it. And later on, it dawned on me, hey, maybe it's a command to seek peace and pursue it, which was great news for me, because you see, in my upbringing, my background, and all of my baggage, I felt like if I wasn't stirred up and anxious about something, then I wasn't caring, and I wasn't doing enough for God if there wasn't something that I was upset about, because He's obviously upset, right? And so when I saw this, it was like, oh, I can actually not only seek peace but pursue peace. And I think in these days, this verse is really becoming true for me, and all of the loud in my head, the loud vying for my attention. There is actually a way from the Lord that is a way of peace, that is a kingdom way. And for me, I'm not so convinced he needs me to be right about these two camps as much as He wants to teach me His ways. And His ways are peaceful, and He's encouraging me to seek peace and pursue it. And in fact, there's another verse in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 26, verse 3, that says this: "You will keep in perfect peace him whose mind is steadfast, because he trusts in you." Now, we need to be informed, and the news isn't bad. But I think there's a place where we can make our minds steadfast on a totally different dimension, a kingdom dimension, where He is teaching us His peaceful ways. And He promises that He will keep us in perfect peace. In all of this, we're trying to find our way through. We're trying to find a path that makes sense. Well, glad you brought up the word path, because later in Isaiah 26, this is verse 7, he goes on to say, "The path of the righteous is level. O upright one, you make the way of the righteous smooth." Not contentious, not rocky, but peaceful, smooth, and level. He goes on to say, "Yes, Lord, walking in the way of your laws, we wait for you. Your name and renown are the desire of our hearts." So my encouragement to you today, friend, is to seek a different way, a kingdom way, a God way, a peaceful way. to seek peace and pursue it, and He will keep you in perfect peace. And that is our word of the day.